What started as an exciting puppy purchase quickly turned into a courtroom showdown involving a Doberman puppy, a positive Parvo test, thousands in veterinary expenses, and a breeder who insists the dog was never actually infected with Parvo. The buyer says she took the puppy to the vet within 48 hours, exactly as the contract required, and the test came back positive for both Parvo and coccidia. The breeder fires back with her own veterinary records showing that none of the other puppies in the litter tested positive and argues that the puppy's recent vaccination likely caused the test result. Now the stakes get even higher. The buyer already became attached to the puppy and kept it, but she still wants reimbursement for the purchase price and the vet bills. The breeder points to the contract, which specifically says she is not responsible for veterinary expenses and that the remedy is an exchange puppy if the original puppy was proven sick at the time of sale. Judge Judy immediately zeroes in on two critical questions. Did this puppy truly have Parvo, and does the written contract control the outcome of the case? As the hearing unfolds, she challenges the buyer's decisions, questions the timing of the food change, and even gives a crash course in what happens when puppies are separated from their litter for the first time. Before we get into the evidence, let us know what you think. If you bought a puppy that tested positive for a serious virus just 2 days later, would you trust the breeder's explanation or the vet's test result? At this point, the case becomes a battle between emotional attachment and contractual obligations. Judge Judy has already confirmed that the buyer still has the puppy and has admitted she likes the dog and became attached to it. That creates a major legal problem for the plaintiff because the contract did not promise a refund while keeping the puppy. Instead, it offered an exchange for another puppy of equal value if the dog was proven sick within the specified time period. The judge is also focusing on something many pet buyers overlook: written agreements matter. Whether or not the buyer feels the breeder handled the situation poorly, the court has to determine what the contract actually required both sides to do. And right now, Judge Judy is signaling that keeping the puppy while demanding both the purchase price and veterinary expenses may not be supported by the agreement. So here's the question: if you're attached to the puppy and choose to keep it, should you still be entitled to a full refund? Judge Judy's final ruling comes down to two key findings: the contract and the medical evidence presented in court. The breeder provided records showing that the other puppies in the litter tested negative for Parvo, while the buyer's puppy had received a recent Parvo vaccination before the positive test. Based on those records, Judge Judy concluded that the puppy likely reacted to the vaccination rather than suffering from an active Parvo infection. She also emphasized that the buyer changed the puppy's food immediately after bringing it home and that stress from separation, travel, and a new environment can cause temporary loss of appetite in young puppies. Most importantly, the written contract clearly stated that the breeder was not responsible for veterinary expenses and that the buyer's remedy was an exchange puppy, not a refund while keeping the dog. In the end, the case was dismissed, and the buyer kept the puppy she had grown attached to. The broader lesson: when purchasing a pet, both the health records and the contract terms can become crucial evidence if a dispute arises. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.